Gusto niyo bang matutunan kung paano gumawa ng isang super crispy chicken tonkatsu? Also with Tonkatsu Sauce. And as a bonus, the chicken pizza from KFC. Good, kasi yun yung gagawin natin today. Let's roll the intro.
We're gonna start off with the Brining Solution. So, sa isang pot, lagay lang kayo ng isang tasang tubig. So, 1 cup lang yung kailangan natin kasi tutunawin lang naman natin yung asin sa kayong asukal. Next is yung bay leaves or laurel. Mga 3 peraso, okay na yan. 2 perasong Star Anise. 1 kutsarang pamintang buo or peppercorns. 2 kutsarang asin at 1 kutsaritang asukal. Next is maglalagay din tayo ng bawang, mga 8 perasong bawang. Then, babaltan nyo lang siya, tapos dudurugin, tapos marirealize nyo na hindi pala nakasecure yung lights. Kaya, pasintabi po sa technical difficulties. So, tuloy natin. Crush nyo lang yung garlic. Make sure na durug siya para mas madaling baltan yung bawang. Then, after nyong baltan, yun lang. Lalagay nyo lang siya dun sa pot. And then, hahayaan nyo lang siyang kumulo. As soon as kumulo na yung pot, pwede nyo na siyang patayin and palamigin. And kung gusto nyo ma-enhance yung flavor, pwede nyo siyang dagdagan ng chicken cubes. Pero I just stick with the natural. Okay, next is yung chicken meat. So dito sa chicken breast, kailangan lang natin siyang mapalapad. So to do that, gagayatin lang natin siya sa gitna. Ang ginawa kong paggagayat, kung mapapansin nyo, yung chicken breast is parang kalahating heart. Gagayatin nyo siya dun sa curved side, hindi dun sa flat side. Para pag binukan nyo siya, para siyang magiging heart shape. Pero kahit hindi siya heart. Ang alam ko sa SM ay nabibili na ng butterfly chicken breast or butterfly chicken ba ang tawag doon? Hindi ko alam. Pero you can use that para hindi na kayo maganito. Then ipapound na lang natin siya mamaya para mas mapalapad pa. And then just repeat the process for the other chicken. Next is kukuha kayo ng cling film or any sort of plastic. So dito gumamit lang ako ng makapal na plastic na ginahit sa gitna kasi wala kaming cling film. So ang purpose lang ng plastic is para dumulas yung meat habang pinapalapad natin siya and para hindi dumikit yung mallet or yung pinangpupukpok nyo. So just beat your meat until it flattens out. So dalawa yung purpose ng pagbibit ng meat natin dito. Pangit pakinggan. Yung unang purpose is para ma-flatten out and then mabigyan ng more surface area yung chicken, and then next is para ma-tenderize yung chicken breast para mas madali siyang maluto and mas maging tender yung meat. Next, balikan muna natin yung pinalamig natin kanina. Kapag malamig na siya, dadagdagan nyo siya ng 1 litrong tubig or 4 cups of water kasi kailangan malamig yung solution pag ilalagay natin siya dun sa manok. And then, tikman nyo, syempre maalat yun. Pag ready na siya, pwede na siyang ilagay dun sa manok. Please make sure na yung solution nyo is malamig talaga, as in malamig. Pwede nyo siyang lagyan ng iced water or literal na may yelo para malamig talaga. Kasi obviously, hindi nyo pwedeng lagyan ng mainit na tubig kasi maluluto yung manok and you don't want that. Make sure na kasama yung mga paminta at saka yung mga bawang-bawang dun sa solution para mas masarap. Then this will go in the fridge for 24 to 48 hours. Next is yung flour mixture para sa pinaka-breading natin. Lagay lang kayo ng 3/4 cups ng flour and then 1/4 cup ng cornstarch, 1 teaspoon ng salt, some Spanish paprika, and freshly ground black pepper. Pwede rin kayo maglagay ng garlic or onion powder, but for me, nilagyan ko lang siya ng chili powder para mabigyan ng konting heat and spice yung flour mixture natin. Then, haluin nyo lang siya ng haluin until ma-dissolve na lahat ng mga spices. Make sure na wala kayong makikitang buo-buo. Next is yung wet ingredients, which is the eggs. There's nothing special here. Just crack 3 eggs in the bowl, put some salt, and then, yun, batihin nyo na siya. Make sure na maganda yung pagkakabati nyo and walang buo-buong egg yolks. Make sure na it's well combined. Next is the chicken katsu or Tonkatsu Sauce. Just melt some butter in the pan or margarine kasi wala ulit kami butter. Next is finely chopped onions. And when I say finely, as in hindi nyo na siya halos makita sa sobrang pino niya. Next is 5 strips of ginger. Kaya malalaki yung gayat ng ginger kasi personally ayoko talaga makakain ng buo-buong luya, lalo na sa sauce. So, tinatanggal ko siya. So, para madali siyang tanggalin, nilakayan ko yung gayat ng ginger. Next is half cup ng tomato ketchup. Kung gagamit kayo ng Del Monte ketchup, gamitin nyo yung original blend, hindi yung sweet blend kasi masyado siyang matamis. Hindi ito sponsored ng Del Monte, pero Del Monte baka naman. Next is 1 tablespoon ng soy sauce, 1 tablespoon ng oyster sauce, and 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, yun na yun. And then 1/2 cup ng water, and then 1 teaspoon of sugar. 2 teaspoon pala. Next is 1 teaspoon of honey. And kung wala kayong honey, pwede nyo gawing 3 teaspoon yung sugar kanina para sa additional sweetness. And then haluin nyo lang, and please, taste everything. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Kailangan i-adjust nyo yung seasoning based on your taste. And that's always the secret of any recipes. Next is the breading part. For this technique, I always use my left hand for the wet ingredients at saka yung kanang kamay is for the dry ingredients. To keep your workstation clean, guys, make sure na your hands always have their own task. Yung isang kamay para sa wet ingredients at yung isang kamay para sa dry ingredients. Sobrang basic lang nito, guys. Kung before nakagawa na kayo ng tonkatsu or chicken cordon bleu actually, it's the same process. It always starts with flour. Make sure na na-cover nyo lahat. And then you're gonna dip it in the egg mixture. For this one, gusto ko mas makapal yung outer skin ko or yung pinakang breading ko. So for this one, gagawin ko siyang double breading. So after niyang galing dun sa egg, ibabalik ko siya dun sa flour. And then i-roll ko ulit siya, coveran ko ulit siya ng another flour para mas kumapal yung breading natin. Pwede nyo namang i-skip tong step na to kung gusto nyo lang ng normal breading or kung gusto nyo ng mas manipis na breading or kung nagtitipid kayo sa harina, you can always skip this step. But, so traditionally, it's flour, egg, and then breadcrumbs. Dinoble ko lang dito kasi personal preference. So, after nun, ididip nyo ulit siya sa egg and then it's gonna go straight to the breadcrumbs. For the breadcrumbs part, make sure na every part of the chicken gets coated. Dapat lahat mabalutan ng breadcrumbs para even yung cooking niya and even din yung color niya pag naluto. So, kung sure na kayo sa ginawa nyo at tingin nyo lahat meron ng breadcrumbs, lahat ng parte ng manok nyo, ready nyo na siyang i-fry. Next, make sure the frying oil is at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and as always, lay away. As for cooking time, it will take around 3 to 5 minutes each side or until golden brown. And since deep fry siya, makikita nyo agad-agad usually is golden brown na siya for each side. And kung hindi pa, baliktarin nyo lang siya and once you reach the color na golden brown for each side and you think it's ready, just put it on the side and you're basically done. Hayaan nyo lang siya dyan for around 5 minutes kasi obviously sobrang init nyan and before nyo siya i-cut, make sure na you let the meat rest first. So basically your chicken katsu is done. Pwede nyo siyang iulam sa kanin or pwede nyo siyang iulam gamit ang kimchi chow fan which you can check out using the link on the description down below. Yes, free plug. Just cut it up thinly and nicely and then lagyan nyo siya ng tonkatsu sauce na ginawa natin kanina. Originally, tapos na dapat itong recipe na to. Pero I wanted to bring it to a whole new level. So for this recipe, I'm gonna make chizza. So bago ko sinimulan tong recipe na to, nagtanong muna ako sa IG story kung ano ba usually nilalagay sa pizza. And then I got mixed answers. Meron nagsagot ng pepperoni, mushroom, meron ding pineapple, olives, yung iba healthy. But for this one, I just stuck with the basics. So, syempre, start ka muna with tomato sauce which is the base, and then cheese, and then some toppings. Yung iba, toppings muna, then cheese. Yung iba naman, cheese, toppings, and then cheese ulit. Just like any other pizza, guys, you can be as creative as you want with the toppings. But for me, I used roasted bell peppers, some red onions, mushrooms, and green chilies para medyo may anghang. And lastly, nilagyan ko siya ng dried basil leaves. And then, it's ready for the oven. Make sure guys na yung oven nyo is nakaset sa pinakamataas na temperature. Unfortunately, wala kami nung traditional oven. Ang meron lang kami is yung halogen oven or yung turbo. Pero it can go up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so it should work. And then, just bake it for 5 minutes or until the cheese is melted and enjoy the beautiful view. After 5 minutes, you should get the best pizza ever existed. I mean, look at those cheese. Those toppings. Parang gusto ko siya ulit gawin. Anyways, dito na nagtatapos ang vlog na ito, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Please, if you have recipes to request or kung may gusto kayo ipagawa sa akin, kahit ano, I'll try to recreate it and do a video about it. But again, for this one, I'll just gonna leave it here. Anyways, again, thank you for watching. Please do hit the like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below kung meron kayong suggestions, comments, or violent reactions. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next vlog. Yummy.